This is my most favorite topic that I want to share with you guys because I have multiple clients, and when I say multiple, it's 15 pataas na clients, and also a lot of people are wondering, how can I do that and posible ba siya? Actually, nabash na din ako that I am handling multiple clients at hindi naman daw talaga siya possible. And this video, I'm gonna show to you how possible it is and what's my routine in handling multiple clients. And for those people who don't know me yet, hi, I'm Shara Obligar. I started doing freelance social media management since May 2023, and I am sharing my journey on my TikTok, Instagram, and also I have my personal account. So if you guys want to connect with me, feel free to connect with me on my personal account, which you will see a lot of travels that I am doing in my life. And right now, I am living my best life. And thank you so much for freelancing because freelance really changed my life. And first routine that I am doing talaga is updating my Notion. Ngayon is umaga. So, kagabi, before I go to bed, ina-update ko na yung Notion monthly to-do list ko. Ito, this is what it looks like. Ina-update ko na yan para kung ano yung gagawin ko bukas or ano yung mga to-do list na hindi ko nagawa ngayong gabi, ililipat ko siya bukas at nina-number ko yan isa-isa para alam ko kung ano yung una kong gagawin. And yes, it's a lot because we are handling multiple clients. And to tell you honestly, mas maganda that you are checking all of your clients' calendar para makita nyo kailan yung last content na naka-schedule sa kanila, so you know when to create content ideas at ilagay nyo na agad siya sa to-do list nyo. Yan yung lagi kong ginagawa. That's why in every client that I am handling, even multiple man yan kung gaano man siya kadami, I am always checking at nilalagay ko na siya in advance. Kaya kung makikita nyo sa next month's to-do list ko, meron na siya agad. Kasi naka-schedule na yung mga content ng client ko at alam ko na kung kailan ko sila talaga gagawin. That's why we plan ahead. Kaya nga tayo may monthly to-do list para alam natin at hindi agad natin makalimutan. And honestly, this is really a game changer for me as someone who's handling multiple clients. Ito talaga yung sobrang nakatulong sa akin para hindi ko makalimutan lahat ng gagawin ko sa client. And I'll be honest again and again, is there are times na may nakakalimutan akong client na hindi ko nagagawa. Pero, doon ay sa mga client ko na project-based lang, na paisa-isa lang yung content na pinapagawa nila sa akin. I have clothing business and someone's managing it. Ako lang yung nagpa-pricing. So, may nagme-measure, may nagpipicture. Ako lang yung nag-upload, which is dinadraft ko lang siya. And of course, katulong ko din yung partner ko. Kaya hindi siya ganun kahirap. Pero again, nasa mindset naman yan and nasa dedication naman natin yan on how we really want to succeed and achieve my goals. Kaya kayo guys, if you have specific goals, always list it and achieve it step by step. Even 1% is better than yesterday. And that's something that I am always doing talaga is whenever I have goal, nililist ko yan sila and then I list the step by step on how to achieve that goal para step by step din yung na-achieve ko. And then, I measure nasa na ba akong progress. Para kapag nalaman ko na okay, may progress naman, it's a good job for me para ma-motivate ko din talaga yung sarili ko. And there's something na we feel like we are not doing enough. And that's why I want you guys to appreciate small things that you did today. Kung kailangan mo magpahinga, magpahinga ka. Huwag kang mag-guilting magpahinga. Because you did a lot. Kaya, itong Notion dashboard ko din talaga ng monthly to-do list is something na magpapa-remind sa akin that I did a lot today. So, kailangan ko nang magpahinga. Even though gusto ko pa mag-work, there are times talaga na hindi ko napapansin na hindi na pala ako nakakapagpahinga. That's why this to-do list is also a reminder for me that I need rest. Bukas na lang ulit. And another routine that I am doing is I am trying to sleep before 12 a.m. and wake up before 9 a.m. Kasi, alam nyo ba dati, sa sobra-sobra kong addict talaga sa client, sobra akong nawili dito sa social media management service na to, is natutulog ako ng 6 a.m., gigising ako ng 4 p.m. Sobrang unhealthy to the point na tumaba talaga ako ng sobra. Kaya yan, kung makikita nyo, sobrang taba ko dyan. But right now, I really love my life. I really love myself. Ngayon ko lang na-appreciate yung sarili ko talaga to the point na kailangan na natin ng healthy routine. And that's why I am sharing this with you guys na it's very important to prioritize yourself talaga. Kasi before, nung may unhealthy routine talaga ako, as in, hindi ako lumalabas ng kwarto, I just work. Reason why I enjoy handling multiple clients because those times, kasi nga, ang dami kong nare-receive na clients from Upwork, from referral. So, accept ako ng accept. I am not saying no to those clients. And actually, that kind of routine, nadala ko siya ngayon. Reason why I have multiple clients pa din that I can say no. Pero, I already build some boundaries na hindi na talaga ako makikipag-communicate sa client 12 a.m. pataas. Kaya, I sleep early or hindi man early, but even though mag-message yung client, hindi ko na sila re-replyan ng 12 a.m. because parang bedtime ko na siya. And I am practicing myself na talaga matulog or humiga ng before 12 a.m. para antukin na agad ako ng mga 12 a.m. pataas para makatulog na agad ako. And again, please try to sleep 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours. At huwag kayong mag-oversleep, especially kapag mga 9 hours pataas or 8 hours pataas kasi mararamdaman nyo talaga na sobrang antok pa din kayo kahit ang dami nyo ng tulog. Because I also just learned na oversleeping is like undersleeping. So, diba, there are times na 4 hours lang tayo natutulog. Ganun yung nangyayari din kapag 9 hours pataas or 8 hours tayo natutulog. So, the same effect na nangyayari sa 4 hours na tulog lang na parang kulang ka pa din sa tulog. And actually, that happened to me a lot of time. Kaya I did some research na masama pala talaga yon. That's why 7 to 8 hours sleep is enough for us talaga. Kahit ayaw nyo mabumangon, you need to wake up kapag nasa 7 hours to 8 hours ng sleep nyo. And I hate to admit this because I am not a morning person. Pero when I wake up ng maaga, I did a lot of things outside my room. Hindi ako nagtatrabaho ng umaga. Ha? So, I did a lot of things like having breakfast with family and playing with my dogs. Napapaliguan ko yung aso ko ng umaga, hindi na hapon. Kasi before hapon ko talaga sila pinapaliguan. And yung mga small things na hindi natin magawa before, nagagawa na din talaga natin kapag maaga na tayo nagigising. Just like maarawan ka. Dati hindi talaga ako naaarawan. Pero ngayon, sa umaga naaarawan na, napapawisan. And it feels so great na para bang uulit-ulitin mong magising din talaga ng umaga. And yung hamog kasi sa umaga is very different than hamog sa hapon. I don't know because I live here in the province, kaya parang marinig mo yung mga tiktilaok ng manok is really something na fulfilling because hindi mo talaga siya naririnig before. I really tried so hard to change my routine. Kaya minsan nagjo-jogging ako, not jogging, but walking sa umaga dito sa may Baywalk malapit sa amin. And while I am walking, I am listening to podcasts. I am listening to Latasha James or any marketing podcast that I am seeing sa Spotify. And yes, nagli-listen din ako kay Chinkitan for financial advice para naman ma-manage ko ng ayos yung money or financial things ko in life. So, those are the podcasts that I am listening to help me achieve my goals and, of course, to my future. And another routine that I am doing to increase my productivity as well and manage those multiple clients and work talaga ng makapag-focus as someone with ADHD is magtsatsaa ako sa umaga tas magjo-journal ako. Like, all of my thoughts, nilalagay ko siya sa journal. I don't know if you guys watch my other videos, but I've been sharing a lot of this on my vlog na Unfiltered Work Week in the Life of Social Media Manager, where I journal every morning pagkagising. So ako, kapag nagwo-walk ako sa umaga, after nun, magtsatsaa ako or magjo-journal ako sa labas or sa kubo or even here sa room ko. Because I created some spot on my room wherein malapit siya sa bintana, tas doon ako magtsatsaa malayo sa laptop ko and all of my gadgets, and then doon ako magjo-journal where I put all of my thoughts, all of my emotions, or all of my goals. Sineshare ko siya sa journal para alam ko at na-align ko everything, lahat ng progress or lahat ng nangyayari sa akin. So I am aware what am I doing right now and what am I doing wrong na hindi na naka-align sa goal ko. Kaya, I suggest do some journal, or kung mahilig ka sa coffee, mag-coffee ka, then mag-journal ka. Ako kasi hindi ako mahilig sa coffee, more on tea ako. If you guys have dogs, isa din kasi siya sa routine ko. I have 4 dogs and 4 puppies. So, bali 8 sila. 4 big dogs talaga, as in big. Kaya, isa din siya sa mga routine ko. Nilalabas ko sila sa kanilang kulungan or sa kanilang cage. And then, naglalaro ako sa kanila for some dog time. And it feels fulfilling kasi syempre, yung sa mga dogs, tayo lang talaga yung life nila or tayo lang talaga yung mahalaga sa kanila. That's why we need to give time to our puppies then. Or even if you guys have cats, please don't neglect them or wag nyo silang kalimutan because of your work. Even though you are managing a lot of clients. So, I am telling my routine to you because this is very important na you need to go out of your comfort zone or of your room. Because if magkukulong ka lang dito sa kwarto mo, you will feel not okay because that's what I did before. Always nananakit yung ulo ko and hindi ako lumalabas, and it is really not healthy. Even though I am handling multiple clients before, nakaabot talaga ako ng 25 clients before, pero nasasabi kong hindi okay yung katawan ko. Pero right now, my routine is really working for myself and really working for my clients, even multiple pa sila. Kasi this is what I also learn, na for you to be able to handle those multiple clients, kailangan mo munang i-prioritize din talaga yung sarili mo. Kaya, I am sharing my routine outside my work because that's very important para ma-appreciate mo yung labas. And then, makonsensya ka kasi you are not working. Which is really working for me. Na kapag hindi ako nagtatrabaho and I am doing things outside my work, like katulad nun, walking, jogging, tapos dogs, tapos nakikipag-chismisan ako sa labas, and other things that I am doing, minsan nakakonsensya ako, namimiss ko magtrabaho. That's why, nung magtatrabaho na ako, ayun, sobrang dami kong natapos kasi nga, na-miss kong magtrabaho. Na parang I am pressuring myself na sobrang na ako nag-enjoy sa umaga, sobrang na akong madaming nagawa outside my room. Hindi na ako nakapagtrabaho. Kaya ngayon kailangan ko na magtrabaho, kailangan ko nang tapusin to. And honestly, sobrang nag-work siya sa akin as someone with ADHD na hindi makapag-focus sa work. If I am pressuring myself to work, ang dami ko natatapos ko yung mga to-do list ko na yan. Kasi imagine, kapag napawisan ka, nakapaglaro ka sa dog, tapos maliligo ka, sobrang refreshing, and then it's really time to work na talaga. Sobrang refreshing before you start working. Hindi yung parang pagkagising mo, magkakape ka, magtsatsaa ka, tas trabaho agad. 'Di ba? Compare it, pagkagising mo, magwo-walk ka, maglilisten ka sa podcast, mapapawisan ka, magjo-journal ka, maliligo ka, then work. Super, super refreshing before you start the work. And you guys, this is what really worked for me. That's why I am able to finish all of my tasks managing those multiple clients. And this is my usual routine kapag nandito ako sa bahay. And of course, yung routine ko naiiba siya kapag may travel ako or kapag may accommodation collab ako or etc. But if you guys curious to know my unfiltered work week in a life before I go to travel or while I'm in accommodation collab, feel free to watch this playlist right here and I will see you there.